First, I want to start off by explaining why I ever got on Tinder in the first place, because I don't think I ever told the full story of why I got on Tinder. I always just told the summarized version. So, the year is 2019. The year is 2019. I just dropped out of college. I just dropped out of college and I wasn't working yet. I was more so focused on YouTube. Like that's kind of when I started my YouTube channel. And I wasn't really seeing any girls. And that's something that if anybody's been following my channel since then, which I'm sure that few, if any of you have been, you'll notice that that's been a prevalent theme throughout my YouTube journey, is that there have been large pockets of time where I was not interacting with any women my age, to the point where it was almost kind of scary. But I digress. I was 19 years old at the time, and I had never been on a date before. Never been on a date at all. Okay? Didn't know what a talking stage was. I'm talking about I was completely uninformed about everything related to dating. Anyways, I'm not sure exactly what order these two events happened in, but I think they happened around the same time. So first, all right, I think my parents, and in particular my dad, peeped that I wasn't really going out with girls, but not only that, but I was never talking about girls either. Okay, so one day he calls me into his room. This man called me into his room, and I go in his room. He says, "Close the door behind you." I'm like, okay, like what? Like, what are we talking about here? And he kind of started the conversation like casually, just something about girls. I forgot what he said, but I think he asked me what I look for in a girl. And before I had a chance to answer, he said, "You are into girls, aren't you?" This man looked me dead in my eyes and asked me if I was into girls. He said, "You know I love you either way, right?" Now look, bro, I have nothing against gay people, bro. I have nothing against gay people, bisexual. I don't care what you do, but me, I'm straight, bro. I'm straight. All right, I am straight as an arrow. And I'm not gonna lie, that kind of hurt my pride a little bit. That hurt my pride a little bit, okay? So needless to say, my mindset changed that day. That was probably around, I want to say that was around that time from April to July. It was definitely before I started working at H&M, for sure. But sometime within that same time frame, my sister told me about Tinder. Now, I think initially I wrote it off because I just thought, oh, online dating, that's stupid. That's for desperate people. And I just completely ignored it. But when my dad told me that, when he asked me if I was actually into women, that changed my paradigm a little bit. Okay, I changed up real quick. And I made a Tinder profile the same exact night, bro. I literally went back to my room, got on my phone, and made a Tinder profile. Now, at the time, I had an Android. Okay, my Android, it didn't have a really good camera. Okay, if I'm being real with you guys, it didn't have a good camera. So I made my profile. My pictures were all low quality. Wasn't getting matches. Wasn't getting matches at all. And it hurt my pride even more. But at least I was trying. Okay, so I think around July, around the same time I started working at H&M, I got an iPhone. All right, my mom gave me her old iPhone. So I was able to take better pictures and I was also able to screen record, right? So immediately in my head, that's when I thought of Tinder Tuesdays for the first time. I wasn't even thinking about Tinder Tuesday. I didn't think I was going to make it a series or anything. But if you guys know who the minorities are, shout out to the minorities. I had watched a video from them where they were on Tinder. And I thought, man, that's a really, really good idea. Let me try that. Except when I did it, I made it into a skit. All right, now the video is no longer on my channel because apparently I showed my phone number in the video, and somebody texted me and told me that. Shout out to them. Glad that they told me that. But anyways, I made that video, and like I said, it was a skit. Some of you may have watched it, but it was called "I Found the Love of My Life on Tinder," right? And in the video, I was basically talking to this girl, and I don't know, I was just talking shit, bro. Just saying random stuff, whatever. Just acting like we were in a relationship. Like I said, it was a skit. Instant favorite amongst my community at the time, which back then I think I had around 300 subscribers. Instant favorite. Okay, everyone loved it. So I said, all right, let me make this into a weekly series. So I started doing the Tinder Tuesday videos. That's how Tinder Tuesday came about. And you can like go back and look at when I posted these videos and you can see the timeline of everything happening. And over time, from video to video to video, mind you, I didn't really like making these videos. It's just I was making them for the audience. All right, I would talk to these girls, and as soon as I turned the camera off, I would never talk to them again. Which I know sounds kind of messed up, but I mean, honestly, with Tinder culture, That's not that bad. All right. So I would talk to these girls, and like I said, once the video was over, I would never talk to them again. Or if I did, it would be in the next episode. I would just follow up a week later. But over time, from episode to episode, the quality of my matches started to increase, slowly but surely. And by the last couple of episodes, I was looking at some of the girls that I was matching with, and I was like, man, I kind of want to take these girls out. Like, I want to actually get to know some of these girls. Like, you know, these girls look kind of, they look kind of good, man. Like, they seem chill and all of that. So that's when I started going on dates. All right. Now, the first girl I ever went on a date with, I'm not going to talk too much about each individual girl because that would take way too long. But the first girl I ever went on a date with, I think this was around October 2019, around Halloween time, because we went to a haunted house. She was in one of the Tinder videos. I'm not going to say which one. I'm not going to say which one, but she was in one of the Tinder videos, which is still up on my channel right now. My friends know who it is, though. I showed them. But I went on a date with her, and after that, well, that situation didn't really work out. I mean, obviously, none of those situations worked out because I'm single right now. The main reason why that didn't work out is because she wanted something casual, and she assumed that I did because I was making the Tinder videos, right? And at the time, I didn't really understand what was happening. I didn't know what casual meant. I still honestly don't know what she meant by casual, but that's neither here nor there. I realized that I can't expect these girls to take me seriously because at the time, I'm still looking for a relationship on the low. I can't expect these girls to take me seriously if I'm making Tinder Tuesday videos. It doesn't make sense, right? So I said, okay, let me just scrap the whole Tinder Tuesday thing and focus on the public interviews and still be able to take girls out on dates and things like that. All right, so a few girls later, all right, the whole soul shock thing happens. If you guys read the book, then that'll kind of fill in the gaps for you from October to just late 2020, right? So I took a big break from Tinder after that whole situation failed catastrophically. From like March, no, I think I got off Tinder when I started talking to her. So from January 2020 all the way through August 2020, I wasn't on Tinder. No, that's a lie. That's cap. I got back on in June. And I matched with this girl. I'm not gonna say her name. If you guys have been following my channel since then, you might remember me talking about canceling a date with this girl. And looking back on it, I'm really glad I did that, man. We were not compatible in the slightest bit. First, we had our first argument before we ever even went on a date, bro. It was crazy. So I canceled our date, and that was the end of that. I think a month later, I talked to another girl, and that situation failed too. That was the girl who I said, and like I said, if you've been following my channel for this whole time, you might remember some of this. That was the girl whose apartment I ended up in, who I didn't want to have sex with. Okay, this is when I was still a virgin. She was my first real kiss, though. She was the first girl that I ever actually kissed. But somehow, literally the second time I saw her, I ended up in her bed with her at her apartment. But I didn't do anything because I thought it was kind of weird. I thought that I wanted a relationship still. That's more what I was searching for, but clearly that's not what she wanted. At least I don't think. But after that situation happened, I said, okay, forget about Tinder. Tinder's a dub. Let me just focus on myself. And I started, focusing on content in particular. And then I got on TikTok. That's how I met my ex. I didn't meet my ex through Tinder. I met her through TikTok. All right, so that's that gap of time. I was in that relationship from January all the way through, and this is 2021, January 2021 through August 2021, right? So after I broke up with her, I just decided to focus on myself completely, right? And that's basically what I've been doing all the way up until last Thursday. That's when here's how I got back on Tinder. All right, the thought has been in my mind for a good few weeks now. Some of you might remember the stream I did where I was talking about getting on Tinder. In the stream, I was talking more about casual dating. I don't think I'm really built for that, if I'm being honest, but I also don't think I want an actual relationship right now. It's not so much that I'm not healed or that I'm not emotionally ready for one. It's more so that I'm at a point where I enjoy my solitude and my own company so much that a girl would have to be extremely amazing to me for me to invite her into my personal life in that way. Okay, and I know that sounds a little bit vain, a little bit conceited, but that's just where I'm at right now. Like, I like my personal space. I like spending time with myself. So if I'm going to give some of that time to somebody, it has to be somebody that I click with on all levels. Okay, when I made that video, what I look for in a girl, I think a month or two ago, I want everything in that video. I'm not willing to compromise. But like I said in that stream where I was talking about getting back on Tinder, it's been months. It's been months since I've seen a girl in my age range or talked to a girl in my age range. And when I say talk to, that doesn't mean talking stage. That means had an interaction with. Okay, I was just thinking about this a few days ago. Who was the last girl that was around my age that I talked to in person, physically? And I couldn't remember. I could not remember. And that's when it hit me. I think the last girl I talked to that was my age, unless there's somebody I'm forgetting about, and not including my friend, I'm not going to say her name either, but not including my friend, I think it was my ex back in August. All right, it's February. It's February. I haven't talked to a girl since August. And I said, bro, that's a little bit concerning. That's a little bit concerning. So anyways, I was talking to one of the homies. I'm not going to say who it is. Some of you will definitely know who it is. It wasn't Ice Cold JT. It wasn't him. I don't want to put him, I don't want you guys to think that it was him and that he told me to do this or anything. This was my decision, by the way. It wasn't like anybody convinced me to do it. It's just, he floated an idea out there to me. He said, yeah, Tinder's a dub, but have you tried Hinge? All right, have you tried Hinge? Now, for those of you who don't know, Hinge is another dating app that is more so designed, more so aimed at creating long-term meaningful relationships between people, right? I think their mission statement is designed to be deleted. They want you to find a relationship so that you can delete the app. And I said, man, that has to be too good to be true, but let me check it out. Let me just check it out. All right, I promised them that if I got back on Tinder, I would make a Tinder Tuesday video, but I'm not getting back on Tinder. I'm getting on Hinge. All right, which apparently I already had an account, but I had never finished setting it up. Here's the thing, bro. Hinge is a lot more comprehensive than Tinder. All right, Tinder, you just put a few pictures up. You don't even need a bio. You just put your profile up. It takes like 5 minutes. Hinge is comprehensive. They have prompts for you to answer. You can do voice prompts. You have to have 6 pictures minimum. Like, I see why he told me to get on Hinge, right? So I get on Hinge and I like the vibe. Like, the first 10 or 15 girls that I saw were all bad. But the thing is, on Hinge, I think you get like 5 to 10 likes, right? You get like 5 to 10 likes, bro. So I think I ran out of likes and I saw a bad girl there. I said, damn, I already came this far. I got to do what I got to do. So, hey, man, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not proud to admit it, but I got the paid version. I paid, what was it? $10.81 out of my own money that I worked for to get Hinge. I don't know if it's like Hinge Premium or what. Basically, the way the app is set up, you almost have to do that though. So I'm sure like a lot of people on there are doing that. But yeah, man, I got the paid version. So here's the thing. Because you don't have that many likes, I wasn't really getting matches, right? So if you have 10 likes in a day, the odds of you matching with somebody are much lower. But if you do match with somebody, the chances are that you're much more compatible than if you matched with them on Tinder. But in my head, I'm thinking like, damn, I wonder if, just out of curiosity, I wonder if I got back on Tinder, how many matches I would get right now. Or like if things would be different, right? Because like I said, I haven't been on Tinder since, what was it, August of 2020. I wonder if things would be different. You know, I'm a little bit older. I got some better pictures, all of that, man. So I said, you know what? Let me just go ahead and set my account back up real quick. Let's see if I can get some matches, bro. Let's see if I can get some matches. And the same thing happened. Okay, I was swiping. I ran out of likes. And there was a bad girl just right there in front of me, bro. I said, fuck, man. I already paid for Hinge, so I mean, I might as well, bro. Fuck it. I might as well. I paid, what was it? $8.65 to get that fucking Tinder Premium, bro. Or I don't know what it's called, but I think it's Tinder Premium. Anyways, that leads me up to where I am right now, where I have Tinder Premium, but I canceled it. I can't like get a refund, but I chose to not renew it because I realized it was one of those things where I had instant buyer's remorse, where like I had to sit there and just take a moment to reflect on how down bad I was to pay money for that app again.